Are we alone in this world? This is one of the most frequently asked questions that a human can ask. And for decades, scientists have been trying to answer this question, but it seems like they are not any closer to the answer now than when they began their search. The vastness of space makes it highly likely that there are other life forms out there. But with all of the advanced technology that we have at our disposal, we still haven't been able to find anything or anyone. However, there are some people who claim that they have encountered aliens already. Although no one has been able to prove that these stories are true, there have been countless alien abduction stories and alleged evidence of extraterrestrials. So let's take a look at some of the most famous cases. Travis Walton. In 1975, Travis Walton was working as a logger in the Apache Site-Greaves National Forest near the town of Heber, Arizona. One day while he was working, his co-workers claimed that they saw a bright blue light hovering above them. Because of this, they stopped working for a moment and watched the object move over them and land in a nearby clearing. Apparently, after a few minutes, the object took off again and disappeared into the sky. It is said that Travis went off to investigate what had happened, but he never returned. His co-workers waited for him for hours, but when he didn't return, they filed a missing persons report. At first, the police thought that Travis had run away from home, but after interviewing his wife, they knew that wasn't the case. She told the police that he wouldn't leave without telling her. The search continued for 5 days, but Travis was nowhere to be found. On the 6th day, however, he showed up at his brother's house as if nothing had happened. When the police questioned him about what had happened, Travis said that he remembered everything. He said that while he was investigating the strange object, he noticed that it had landed in an area full of cow carcasses. As he approached the object, it emitted a blue light and made a loud humming noise. Suddenly, a beam of light shot out from the craft and hit Travis. In a flash, he was surrounded by short, small-headed creatures wearing shiny silver jumpsuits. They examined him thoroughly and then loaded him onto a metal table. Then he lost consciousness. When he woke up, he found himself back in the forest. Obviously, this story sounds crazy, but there is more proof to back it up. His co-workers also witnessed a strange blue light, and there was even a local sheriff who saw the object in the sky as well. Travis's story became a bestseller when author Brad Olson wrote a book about it called The Walton Experience. Later, it was adapted into a movie called Fire in the Sky in 1993. Although Travis stuck to his story until his death, many people criticized him, saying that he made it all up to get attention. Betty and Barney Hill. On September 19, 1961, a married couple named Betty and Barney Hill were driving from Niagara, New York, to their home in South Conway, New Hampshire. While they were driving, they saw a bright object hovering just above the trees. It was a large, round shape emitting a reddish light. At first, the couple thought it was a child's toy, but when the object started following them, they realized it wasn't. The object seemed to be floating alongside them, sometimes coming so close that Barney had to swerve to avoid crashing into it. Then, suddenly, it disappeared. When they continued on their way, they noticed that they had traveled a considerable distance without remembering passing any landmarks or seeing any signs. That's when they realized that they had been followed by a UFO. They stopped at a gas station and decided to call the police, telling them about the incident and how they couldn't remember parts of the journey. A local police officer, Lieutenant Walter Arianaut, took down their statement and told them that he would keep an eye out for any reports of UFO sightings. Unbeknownst to them, he was actually a member of a secret government organization tasked with tracking UFOs. After filing their report, Taidrabun, not long after, they felt the car start to shake violently. Thinking that they might have had an accident, they got out of the car to see if they had hit anything, but there was nothing there. They then drove to a secluded spot and parked, where they were soon joined by a mysterious green glowing cloud. Soon after, two beings emerged from the cloud and approached the couple. According to Betty, they were humanoid and about 2 meters tall. They had huge almond-shaped eyes and grayish-green skin. They stood next to the car for a moment, and then one of them knocked on the window. They then communicated with the couple telepathically, and Barney was able to respond in kind. They asked the beings why they had been chosen, and the aliens responded that they were chosen randomly and only observed humans to learn more about them. Then the beings left just as mysteriously as they had come. Roswell incident. While there have been many famous alien encounters throughout history, None are as famous as the Roswell incident. It is a pivotal moment in UFO history and the first case to bring widespread attention to the subject. On July 8, 1947, the Roswell Army Airfield announced that it had recovered a flying disc from a ranch outside of town. The local newspaper ran the story with the headline, RAAF, CVR flying disc from ranch near Corona. This immediately attracted the attention of conspiracy theorists. Even though the military quickly issued a clarification saying that the disc was actually a crashed weather balloon. Despite this, people continued to speculate about the Roswell incident, and it wasn't until 1978 that the military revealed the truth. According to them, the debris that was found in the desert was from a top-secret project called MOTE, which involved high-altitude balloons equipped with microphones used for listening in on Soviet nuclear tests. Unfortunately, this revelation did little to quell the rumors, and some believe that the government is still hiding the truth about aliens. The Ariel School. In 1994, hundreds of school children and teachers from the Ariel School in Zimbabwe gathered around a baobab tree to have their picture taken. When the photographer developed the film, he noticed something odd in the picture. If you look closely, you can see a large disc-shaped object floating above the tree. Some people say that this is simply a bird or a plane, but others point out that there is no way a plane could have gotten so close to the tree without clipping its branches. Additionally, planes didn't even exist in the area at the time. So what could this object be? John Lennon. John Lennon, a famous singer and songwriter, believed that he had seen an alien. In an interview with Life magazine in 1966, he described a strange encounter that he had during his childhood. According to John, one day while he was playing outside, he saw a strange man standing next to his wall. The man was dressed in a shiny silver suit that looked like a diving suit. He had a large black suitcase with silver corners. Lennon said that the man looked like an alien and that he had never seen him before or since. He also claimed that he had seen similar beings on other occasions, such as in a park in Liverpool and outside a theater in London. Are these people telling the truth, or are they making it all up? Who knows? What do you think about these amazing alien encounters? Let us know in the comments below. And do you forget to like and subscribe to our channel for more videos about mysterious events and unsolved mysteries. We have another great video on unexplained footage that you should check out. See you next time.